Dowry is a word hated by many, celebrated by some, and if anyone is found indulging in it, it is punishable by law. The IPC section of 498A allows for the immediate arrest of the husband and in-laws by the police on the basis of a woman's complaint and has been very controversial. Several pro-male organizations have been protesting against the section, saying that the law is being misused by women for selfish gains and should include a penalty provision against its misuse. But women activists have been lobbying for no change in the law at all. Welcome to Gender Discourse. I'm Lottie Alaric. This is a program that highlights gender issues. Continuing in our effort, we are back with yet again another important gender issue. Our focus of discussion today is the misuse of dowry laws. To carry the discussion forward, I have in the studio an eminent panel of guests. I'm delighted to welcome Meenakshi Lekhi, who is a lawyer with the Supreme Court. And then I'm also joined by Mr. Swaroop Sarkar, who is a secretary with the Save Family Foundation. So I welcome both of you to the show. Well, Meenakshi, to begin with, before we actually go and see that how men could be on the receiving end, I'd like you to tell, for the benefit of my viewers, as to what is the real definition of dowry.
See, under Hindu law, or though it is prevalent amongst Muslims and Christians and everybody else also in this country, it's very peculiar to our nationhood. Dowry is all the articles usually given at the time of marriage to the girl as presents, and usually it should be a volition, act of volition. But under the perverted circumstances of social setups, these are directly or indirectly demanded and asked for depending on the status of the family, and many a times even given by putting themselves under pressure from the girl's family as a mark of social acceptability. So everything, right from jewelry to clothes to shoes to saris to utensils to whatever is given to the girl as gifts from girl's side and boy's side or from anybody else is part of a dowry.
Right.
It's Sridhan actually. Sridhan as the word goes, yeah.
Okay. Now on the one side, when we say that these are gifts given to a woman for her family and all that, and on the other we see that this is what becomes the bone of contention, you know, especially when differences arise between a couple. So in your experience, as you are the secretary in a foundation like that, what have your experiences been like?
See, our foundation mainly, what we observed, a marriage can fail for 100 reasons. But this law had made in such a way very easy to misuse, so and easy to put a fear in opposite party.
Right.
Even I discussed with NCW once. Now, if a husband is wrong, this is a criminal law. Criminal law to punish the criminal, not to earn the money or get other gain. You hang the husband, no problem. Remove my mother, remove my sister, remove my other relative. If my wife is not happy, punish me. But the problem is, this law is made in such a way and implemented in such a way. Openly, I have seen a lot of activists says, the woman does not get maintenance, so misuse this. They are trying to justify the misuse. Means like I murdered someone, and someone say I murdered him for this reason. This is wrong. And for these things, what we observe, small disputes which can be resolved by counseling, which normally happened earlier by elder pupils, but as today with the economic liberalizations, pupils are taking their independent decisions, and that ego can be resolved without any criminal case, which is happened maximum country by a civil law. Because this law, the beauty is, you have to assume whatever woman is saying is right. Means, if you say all the women do not lie, then law is verified. But unfortunately,
okay, I think let me have Meenakshi coming in here. How do you react to what he's saying?
You see, partly so far as family counseling etc. is concerned, I am in agreement with him. But couple of legal misnomers which he has spoken, I just want to correct the correct legal position. Number one, 498A is not just relatable to dowry. It is misunderstood to be relatable to dowry. From his own arguments, the marriage can fail for 100 different reasons, and there could be reasons in terms of violence, there could be reasons in terms of extramarital affair, there could be financial reasons, there could actually be extortion because there is a working girl, money is to be spent, her entire money's control has to be of in-laws or husband. There could be several reasons. 498A is not specific only to dowry. It is anything, any act of cruelty, mental or physical, which can cause health hazard to a woman and can actually cause injury. That is 498A. So it's not just in cases of dowry that you can approach 498A. You can approach 498A when limitations are crossed on any front. Now, whether law is to be used when limitations are crossed on any front or for any trivial reason, that is what society needs to work at, and everyone needs to work at. And when Saurabh says, Saurabh says that family counseling and elders used to counsel and all, today we see that sometimes elders also play a major role from both sides. I'm not restricting myself only to the boys' side. I'm saying from both sides. It could be girl's father, it could be girl's mother, it could be boy's sister, it could be boy's mother, from anybody who actually play a very interfering role. The boy and the girl could be very happy with each other if left to themselves. But when the family pulls and pressures come from both sides, the family start disintegrating, and the counseling at times, where these people should have been counseling the family to live together, are actually the cause of breakup of the family. So, and in our system, we've always evolved, and we have a very, very indigenous method of evolving. And that's where, in my experience, at least in Delhi, Supreme Court, High Court, both sides, and even trial courts, there is always, we started a mediation center. Most matters pertaining to 498A go to mediation centers, where resolution in terms of either living together or separating, parting ways on mutually consistent terms is what one works out at. And mediation, not only dowry cases go, there can be any other disputes also which are resolvable disputes.
All right. So Swaroop, yes, I think you want to say. Yes.